Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the cable sumo squat. This is a great exercise for the inner legs as well as the glutes and obviously your quadriceps. First thing you're going to want to do is set up the cable at the lowest position possible, so all the way down. Then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to choose the appropriate weight. So I recommend you start off light and then start to increase the weight every other week or so as you get more comfortable with the exercise. So I want you to take a nice wide stance with your toes slightly pointed outward and with your chest high. So I would say well outside your shoulder width, as opposed to neutral, with a more natural squat position, which is just your feet right outside of shoulder width. So once you're in that position, take a little step back. Keep your chest nice and high, bend at the knees and hips evenly, and make sure that you're keeping the tempo nice and smooth. So another thing I want you to think about is making sure that you're pressing through the whole foot instead of just your heels or just your toes. If you sit too back on your heels, you're going to start falling back. If you sit too far forward on your toes, you're going to start falling forward. So you don't want that. Just try to really think about pushing with the center of your foot. And that's going to give you the best stability as well as tension on the quads. I also want you to think about is keeping your chest up. So you don't want to be bending over too much when you're doing this exercise. This is not like a good morning or anything like that. You want to make sure that your chest is nice and high. What that's going to do is going to keep the pressure right on those quads instead of putting it on your lower back. Now, another thing I want you to think about is making sure that you're keeping your tempo smooth. You don't want to be using momentum with this exercise, because if you do that, you're going to start taking tension off of the quads and you're going to start putting it in other areas. And the most effective way to build muscle is to keep tension. So whenever you lock out at the top, you don't want to do that. You're going to take away tension from the quads and you're going to start putting it on your joints. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you're doing it as smoothly as possible, so no pausing at the top. So I would go high enough to where you're not completely locked out, but you're pretty close, and that's just gonna keep the tension on those quads for you. Another thing I want you to do is keep your elbows nice and tucked in and use a V-bar. I recommend the V-bar for this exercise. And also make sure you're not taking too far of a step back. You want to take a little step back so the cable's pulling you pretty much straight down instead of forward. So here's some mistakes. We don't want to be doing partial reps at the top or at the bottom. Also, don't let your knees cave in. You want your knees over your feet. Also, like I said before, do not take too far of a step back, just a slight step back if you need it.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. And if you want to take it a step further and work with us or support the channel further, there are a few ways you could do that down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and God bless you.